didn't say Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Fateh, I can't stop.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you. Teri mere da bolna tudh aage ardas. Guru, Guru Vaheguru, Guru Ramdas. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Guru Dev. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa. There is a one word in the Sukhmani, and you have heard many times. The word is Ad. Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Guru Deva Name, Ad Purukh. Ad is a very important word. Ad word has to be explained to you because that's the keystone for a prosperity, for richness, for endurance, for courage, for sacrifice. Anything which you achieve in life is not because you are intelligent. Because intelligent only is a maneuvering power. Intelligence has no other purpose. Through intelligence you maneuver. You plan, you strategize things and you work it out. That's your intelligence. If you think intelligence is more than that, then you are a very, very living stupid. Because intelligence doesn't mean… When you take in pride in your intelligence, you just understand you are not at absolutely more than what you could maneuver. And what do you maneuver? What you are trying to achieve. Ask those who have built palaces, ask those who have ruled, ask those who were absolute rulers of this world, what they got. They might have been appreciated. You might understand, this is how you value things. If somebody dies, there are 3 million people with him, taking him to the graveyard. Let's put it that way. I think sometime when you understand Guru Nanak and feel Guru Nanak in your heart and you understand he's your Guru, then you also should listen to him. The problem today with the Sikhs is that they want to listen what they want to listen. They do not listen to Guru Nanak. What Guru Nanak did to us is not what every other person can do. Guru Nanak brought us the total psychological, sociological, biological and projective future. That's why Guru Nanak did nothing. He just computed the universe for us. For God's sake, if you don't understand that, you will not be successful. You will be getting into the rigmarole of making money, living, dying and going to bathroom and vomiting and eating and digesting and bragging and flattery and flagging, and that's all you will do. You do not understand something very typically I want to explain to you. I have met saints and sages, they always worried, how big an ashram is, the construction is going on, how we're going to work it out. They don't even stop, they are more worried than ordinary anybody of you. And these days, there are people who do not even come around with me because they cannot stand my computerized applied consciousness, which we call as a simple wisdom. And one of them is Prince Krishna. And I want to go on record in history. There are people in this Sangat, they think that if they are around me, I'm going to tell them something that they don't want to listen. Yes, I can see through the corruption that I know. But you have to understand, life is not the way you think life is. Life is a very computerized, absolutely pre-arbitrated and pre-circulated and pre-circling psyche. Human has to understand that he is on the earth and earth revolves on his axle and on his orbit, and it is also totally standardized by the magnetic field, by all the stars, and all stars are equally effective as we are, and within ourselves Also, there are chakras, there are tattvas, there are gunas. Father, Son and Holy Ghost is within us. Gunas are, we are angry, tamish. We are imperial, rajas. We are sattvic, we are saintly. Tattvas you all know, it is ether, air, fire, water, earth, blah, blah, blah. And there are chakras, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8th is the aura. You have 10 bodies. I don't want to give you the whole anatomy of yours, psychological, physiological, and metabolism and all that. I'm not discussing that. I'm trying to understand the intelligence only means action and reaction and manipulating energy through which you can pass your day. Beyond that, if you think intelligence is of any use, you are absolutely dead wrong. Even don't try to use it that way. And never brag about it. Because within the action and reaction, if you pass your day very safely and gracefully, that's all it is worth. Consciousness is not a big deal. Consciousness is when there is a temptation and there is a power and there is a attraction and there is a magnetic psyche which wants you to go in a way where you don't want to go and you stop, it means you are conscious. You are alert, you are conscious, and you are within your own control. Then you can manipulate. Consciousness help you to manipulate towards success. That nothing more than that. But what is in you really what we are talking about? Who really you are? Really, you are a self-creative, time-phased, electromagnetic field. You are the Adi Shakti, you are the Adi Purukh. You are the original being. You are not supposed. One of the greatest things why there's a pain in your life, why you are all poor, because you think you have to earn. By earning, nobody can earn. By manipulating, nobody can manipulate. By being clever, nobody can be clever. These are the three instincts which are beyond your control. Thinking, sochana, and speaking, and hunger. These are three powers which are not in your control, they are automatics in you. And Guru Nanak spoke very first word, soche sochna hove, je soche lakhwar, chuppe chup na hove, je laira livtar, pukhya pukh na utre, je banna puriyan par, sense. And the greatest theologian of Sikh religion, Bhai Veer Singh, greatest, it will take a century to produce a man like them. And greatest professor of Sikh religion, Professor Sahib Singh, totally freaked out. They totally, absolutely transferred this whole Bani by saying it is suche suchna hove je suchi lakhwa. Purity cannot be purified by the purifying to you 100,000 times. Why not? Kabir didn't get pure. Guru Nanak himself didn't get pure. Tanna didn't get pure. There are so many bhaktas here. If they are not pure, what they are sitting in the Sri Guru Granth for? Purity is possible. The purpose of life is to be pure. Purpose of the life is to be original. Purpose of life to be innocent. Purpose of life to be Adi Purukh. Only Adi Purukh can see So Purukh. And Adi Purukh can live in this Maya as Sat Purukh. And this is what is all about. There's no game about it. And these two greatest people whom I respect and I bow to their wisdom totally did a most grammatical job. They say, because there is a Bihari into Siari, because there is a Bindu into Avda, because they could not stand before the word. Guru Nanak said, Soche sochna hove je sochi lakhwar. By thinking a million times, your covered thinkers cannot produce anything. Because the difference between an animal and a human is that human thinking is as good as his intellect is. Because intellect gives you thinking. You like it? No. You want it? No. You want to avoid it? No. You can't do anything about it. 1,000 thoughts per wink of the eye, the Shashara gives you. And that's how your life is about. So where lies the secret? Being a Sikh, being prosperous, being happy, being fulfilled, and being gracious, and being saintly, and being leader, and being environmentally very satisfied, being everything, nothing but satisfied, satisfied, satisfied. As they say in real estate, there are three things in real estate. Location, location, location. There are three things in a human life. Satisfaction, satisfaction, satisfaction. How you can be satisfied? How you can be satisfied if your nucleus is all right and your nucleus is within your nucleus? That is the Atma. Your real being. Your real being is what you are. Your real being is that God. Searching outside God is a waste of time. It is totally useless. It will never come through. You go to a holy man. Never go to a holy man that he will give you something. Go to a holy man if you want wisdom. Vichar karo, socho na. Thal vich tin vastu payo sat santokh vicharo. Vicharo means applied consciousness should be reviewed. Because consciousness have degrees. That's the only place where you have three stages. Individual, geographical or circumstantial. Time and space makes the consciousness. Individual has his consciousness. And then there is an infinite consciousness. Adpurukh is who believes, trust and love infinite consciousness. Satpurukh is who believes, trust and also understand through his third eye, through his intuition and through his consciousness and through his grace that there is God. He does everything. One day a person asked me, what is the proof God does everything? I said, don't breathe for a few minutes. God will do everything. What will happen to me if I don't breathe? I'll die. I say, I'll be saved from the botheration of this neurotic question. You'll get the answer. How I'll get the answer? I'll be dead. I say, you'll be standing before the justice of God. It has to happen today, tomorrow, or one day. Dharmarai has to ask you for the lekha. You have to give it. No account can be closed under chapter 7 or chapter 11. Balance sheet has to come through. You people think, some of you think we can declare bankruptcy, then what God can do. Some people we can have everything, then what God can do. Some people think there are very weird things. Anekamati ke. The saints are of different virtue. Some people say, put a loincloth, run around, that will be fine. Some people say, decorate yourself, that will be fine. But is that fine? No. Fine is to search in you, you within you. I was telling to somebody this morning, and they say, where did I go wrong? I say, you have gone wrong. You have understood me as Harbhajan Singh. You have loved me as Yogi Bhajan, but you have never understood I am Sri Singh Sahib. I have to serve the dharma. And sometimes serving the dharma, I may have to cut my own throat. I have no choice. There comes a life in a man where your life is of no value to you. The only value of life becomes when you have to come to your own basic decision. You can pass your time in your family, you can pass your time in your wealth, you can pass your time in your entertainment, you can pass your time. But do you know you cannot pass your time with yourself? Do you know you are the first-rate, absolutely neurotic enemies of yourself? People think they are doing great when they come to a sadhana. My God, what great they are. Is a chance to come together of those who just want to pass their time with themselves. You know why people get bored to coming to the Gurdwaras? Because here you have to be with Guru. You cannot be with anybody else. Here you don't have to be even with yourself. Here you don't have a chance to be with yourself. Here you have a choice. Either be with Guru or don't be. In the morning sadhana you have a choice. Either be with yourself or you will be with nothing. During the day you have to be also with yourself in the psyche of the nuclei of the Adipurukh. You forget one thing. Wealth will not give you anything. Health will not give you anything. They say, if health is gone, something is gone. If money is gone, nothing is gone. If health is gone, something is gone. Character is gone, everything is gone. I said, if you within you is gone, there's nothing to relate to. And you know, one of my pain is I'm 60-year-old. I really am in a very pain. I see most stupid people, and there are religious, including me. I think you don't even understand religion. And I'm saying, if I have to be reborn today, I'll start today 100 times more forward than I could have started. If I have to relive my life today, I'll not be sorry. Do you know I have wife also, I have children, I have grandchildren, and I love to play with them. And do you know, my consciously, you are all my children, I want to play with you too. But you're so scared of me. You're so afraid that I'll tell you what you don't want to hear. Do you know when you will stand before the Dharmaraj, before God for judgment, you are not going to hear anything which you like to hear, so bet habitual right now. It's much better to hear now than to hear then. Get into a habit. There is a story which I have told many times. One day Lord Shiva became very angry. He got angry and he said, there shall be not 12 years any rain on the earth and people will die. People believed him. One day Lord Shiva and Parvati were going, they saw a peasant just plowing the field. He stopped. He said, hey, foolish man, don't you know I'm Shiva? He said, then what? He said, don't you say I have cursed there will be no 12 years of rain? And he said, then what? He said, why you are plowing the field? He said, but to you. You did what you did, I do what I do. He said, I don't understand. He said, you are a lord of the three worlds. You are Lord Shiva. You are the deliverer of the mankind. You don't understand this little stuff. He said, I don't. He said, look, you have cursed that you will not blow the conch for 12 years and there shall be no rain, all right? That's true, and it will happen. I know it. There shall be no 12 years, there will be drought. And you are asking me why I am plowing the land. I may die. I may not live 12 years. Then tell me why I am plowing the... Because I don't want to lose my good habit. My good habit is that I am a peasant. I have to plow this land. I don't want to forget my good habit. I want to keep my muscles. I want to keep going. I want to be. I don't care you are a lord of the universe, you curse or not. You may be a god yourself, but I want to tell you, I'll still plow the land. Parvati's wife told Lord, if this man can forget habit in 12 years, maybe in 12 years you cannot play the conch. He said, I cannot forget anything. What are you talking about? She said, all right, then play the conch. You say you don't forget it, play it. Lord Shiva played the conch and there came rain like a cats and dogs. And he said, what you did, you tricked me into it. She said, no, I just wanted to know whether really, if this little peasants of yours cannot forget a good habit, how you may forget it. And see, you played the conch and rain, and the peasant said to Lord, he said, you see, It's always good to have a good woman around. And that is, since centuries, this thing has said, behind a great throne there sits the goddess of the throne. Because sometimes this question is always asked, why woman is not this, why woman is not that, why it is a man's word. It is absolutely, truthfully not the man's word. Never was, never is, never will be. Look at the poor man, early in the morning, poor guy goes and sweats all day and brings money home and wants to be good to his wife. And she says, which secretary you talked during the day? Who you had a lunch with? What kind of patient you see, how they were? She's not worried that stupid who has sweated whole day, he's coming home, he wants to have a good time. She has her own agenda. तन पिरे ना आखिए बहन इकट्ठे होए एक ज्योत दो मूर्ति तन पिर कहिए से don't call them great who are great and sit together in a great posture and wise. Great are those who have got two bodies and one soul. It is the agenda, it's the attitude, it's the aptitude of the man. It's the nuclei. It's the nucleus. It is the Atman Param Brahmam. It is the soul. And some people ask me, where is your soul? I say, under my foot. You have two souls. Left foot, right foot has two souls. You walk on it. Don't tread on anybody. Don't put your foot on anybody. Don't put your foot down, they say. If you have a soul, it will hurt your soul when you put your foot on anybody. Not only on friends, only on the enemies, arch enemies. Early in the morning, I always have a mind to pick up one enemy, arch enemy of mine, and call and discuss. First they call me names, then they are extremely rude, then they thirdly and finally start speaking. But one out of the conversation, something slips which is very useful. That is good. Good is everywhere. इस जियो में पेत न जानो साध चोर सब ब्रह्म पहचानो. Don't differentiate in life. A thief and a saint are all creation of God. सब कर्म भुगत देने. भुगते की भुगतान भुगती में भुगता क्या है? जुगते की है जगत जुगत में जुगता क्या है? रमते की संतान रम रहा सब में पाई. हर नाम ते आओ, हर नाम ते आओ, हर नाम ते आओ, नाम सुखदाई. What is the big deal? What is the big secret? Not to recognize that God is in a disease. People say, oh, no, I don't trust anybody. I trust Guru Gobind Singh. Or read Jap Sahib. Namo Rog Roging. I bow to you. You are a disease and the super disease. And you call yourself Sikh of the Guru Gobind Singh? Namo Jantra Jantra, Namo Mantra. God, you go to Jap Sahib. Or Guru Gobind Singh says in the opening, God, I am only reciting your Kirtam Naam. Kirtam Naam Jave Meri Jiva Sat Naam Tero Paro Purvla. Entire Jap Sahib, he classified, clarified, these are all Kirtam Naam. This is how we feel, know, understand God by actions. Sat Naam. And those people say Sat Naam is no Naam, Sat Naam is true Naams. You know these gurus, these so-called, they give their mantra. They think this guy who will jab, they're given mantra. They do not give mantra as God's mantra. They initiate people. When I came here, started teaching Kundalini Yoga, there was a great problem. In Kundalini Yoga, you cannot do three things. You cannot initiate a person. Never. You cannot initiate a person. Person has to initiate himself. You cannot teach a person free. Itarashtam tatragashtam. Person must bring something before come and then only can you teach. Bin ginti gyan nahi. On ginti, what ginti? He should give Maya, you should give him heavens. That's the exchange. There are things to do. There are do's and don'ts, everything. And third is, when a person is negative, absolutely obnoxious, absolutely rude, elevate him. Don't discuss, don't decide, don't do anything, elevate. And these are the three things which are obligatory. These are the three do's and don'ts, total sum of it. You will not do anything to create a problem. You will be the part of the solution. You cannot practice to tell people what is good for you, good for them. You will tell good is for that Adipurukh. Guru Nanak worshipped Adipurukh. Guru Nanak told us so Purukh. Guru Nanak tried to make us Satpurukh. That is Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak is not what I, you and think. There are 22 major religions which I have studied. I wish I should have studied all that, I didn't have the time. But I studied them thoroughly as a good student. And I found one thing. There are two great religions. One in the Sindhuism. I'll never call Hinduism, but Hindu means thief. And I'm not going to repeat it. I never say it, I know no one believe it. So we were called Sindhus, and we were known as wise people living beyond river Indus, Sindhu. Because this Parthism, Parthi Sanskriti, is the most perfect pictorial religion. As A's apple, B's book, C's cat, D's dog, it explains everything. 24 crore devte. Can you believe that? Millions and millions of God and demigods and underdogs, and everything is well explained. I mean, it's worthwhile going through it, and it's fantastic. And then there is another religion from which you just stop. You can't even study it. And that is Shinto. They will tell you why there is a blade and why it is green and why it has to. When I studied these two religions, I said, well, how much time I have? On average, if I have 100 years, to study their 3 chapters will take 300 years. So I started looking for a religion. I went to Judaism. You know, Judaism is so well explained religion. If you go through it, how to kiss a woman, how to kiss a wife, how to do this, it is so explained you can't believe it. Everything is explained. Don't do this Friday, don't do this Saturday, do this on Monday, don't do this. And Sikh religion today is becoming almost like that. Sikh religion does not have any commandment at all except one. See God through everything and enjoy it. That is Sikh religion. That is what Nanak says. Nanak say no when you have to say no, that is Nanak. And when you cannot say no, where is your yes? Yes is very difficult to say. You give somebody a gift, I don't want it, you have done so much of this. You give gift to somebody, see how they freak out, except me. Yeah. Because when you give me a gift, I say, thank you very much, okay, so and so, put it on the altar. See, it is registered in the archives, is go to Sikh Dharma. What I do, I have to pray, and I'll sit and do my prayer. And what do I pray? I do very simple prayer. You should learn my prayers too. I said, hey Guru Ramdas, this guy, good and bad, has trusted me in your name. Now don't freak out, listen to me. These are normal prayers are mine. Now this guy has totally trusted me in your name. He has brought me a gift. Now please don't freak out, just listen. Do what he wants. And if it's good for him, do it many times so I may get a next gift better than this. And if it doesn't bring matter, it means you have not done his job and you are sorry, it's not my job. Thank you very much. Now there's also another guy who's brought the gift. So that's how I count. Because my job is to count. My job is to pray. My job is not to receive. People, it's very difficult to receive. And it's very easy to receive when you receive in His name. But you have to learn first to receive the breath of life in the name of God to begin with. You start with your living first, and that is Mahamantra. Soham, they say, is Mahamantra. When you breathe in and breathe out, it creates the sound Soham. I was discussing that day with a theologian, he was saying, Pavan Guru, I was discussing with what Pavan means. Prana de Vahan nu Pavan kende ne. What carries the prana is called Pavan. Pavan Guru, Pani Pita. Because that is the first life of yours, is based on your pranic energy. Pranic body, you have 10 bodies. It's not that you are going to die, but this earth will not be your karma anymore if the prana goes out. And today's Sikh religion is being distorted. And is distorted at a very highest theological level. I just want to let you know, the Sikh religion first time has crossed the boundary of river Satluj. Value it. And we are grateful to the Sikhs that they have carried Sri Guru Granth at the cost of their life. And they have brought it to you. I want you to be aware of it. You should always be grateful. They carried Guru with respect. And from onward today, you should carry it with the most respect. Don't make Gurdwara as a club. Let your children come here and learn discipline. Let you come here and learn discipline. Let all your friends come here and live discipline. Discipline here is to belong to Guru for that couple minutes. Go to sadhana to belong to you. Come here to belong to the Guru. And move around to belong to God. These are the 3 aspects. If you can practice, you are a Sikh of Nanak. When you deal with the world, don't do hanky-panky. You insult Nanak. I know one man in New York, I won't name him because he's still alive. When he dies, he will feel it. He does his banis perfect. He lives as a Gursikh perfect. He does Sikh charity causes more than I can understand. He is a Pakka Sikh. But whole day he does hanky-panky. In the evening you see him doing Ra-Ras, you will love it. I heard once his Ra-Ras is so exalted. In the morning he gets up Amrit Vela, he takes his shower. And somebody asked me a question that day on telephone. He says, you know so and so. I saw that cursed Sikh. It came out of me automatically. He said, oh yes, Yogi ji, I want to ask you, what is wrong with him? I said, that man is stupid. His balance sheet is out of balance. Whole day, all he does is to promote his Sikhi, how much control he has, how much hanky-panky in business he can do. I mean, the whole day he slaps on the face of Nanak, but at certain hours, he is so methodical. He said, what it means? I said, well, all his karma every day gets balanced, there is nothing in the store. You know, you have to take something with you from here. This is a business center. This is an out trade post. Soul doesn't come here to build palaces. Soul comes here to have some deposit to go back. There are 2. Have you played the snake and ladder? This is a 1 point called Earth. It's a very small planet. It's not very big. From here you can earn enough to go directly into Sodar and see the Sopurk. Sodar tera kya, Sogar kya, Jitve sar smale. Come on, you don't read it? Start loud. Now listen to these guys. When you call somebody, say, hey, come on, where are you? And Sodar Tiraga, why do you start crying? I give you Kleenex, everybody. Read Guru loud. He lives a little higher somewhere. He should see and hear your voice. Come on, let's read Sodar. Sodar of the Raras. Wait. There are two Sodar. One is of the Japji, one is of the Raras. And there is another Sodar. There are three Sodar. Everything comes in three. Go ahead.
Sodar tera keha sokar keha chitbe sarb samale vaje tere narane kasanka kete tere vavna hare kete tere rag parisyo kahiya kete tere vavna hare gavan tudno pavam pani besantar gave raja taram duare Gavan tudno chitkup lik janan lik dharam bichare Gavan tudno Isar Brahma Devi sohan tere sada savare Gavan tudno Indrindra simbete devtya dharanale Gavan tudno siddh samadhi andar Gavan tudno sad bichare Gavan tudno jati sati santoki, Gavan tudno vir karare, Gavan tudno pandit padan rakhisar, jug jug vedanale, Gavan tudno mohniya manamohan, surga mach beale, Gavan tudno ratanupai tere, at sat tiratanale, Gavan tudno jod mahabul sura, Gavan tudno khani chare, Gavan tudno khand mando brahmanda, kar kar rakhe tere thare, say tudno Gavan jo tud pavan vate tere bhagat visale, hor kete Gavan sema chitna avan nanak kya bichare, Soy sada sacha sahib sacha sachi nai Happy hosi jaina jasi rachna jinad chai Rangi rangi panti kar kar jinsi maya jin upai Kar kar dekhe kita apna jyotis di vadiyai Jyotis pave soy karsi fir hukm na karna jai So pat sao sahapat sahib nanak rahen rijai.
Now, the Sodar you have chanted right now, the Sodar you have chanted right now is from Raras. There is a Sodar in Japji. Sodar Japji is well explained. It is subtle. But when it comes to Raras, there is Tere, Tud, it is enforced, it is personified. And then there is a Sodar which is the totality of it. Somebody was calling me this morning, he said, I am in a trouble with money. I said, what is your problem? He said, there's a problem of cash flow. I said, well, there is a tape of Narayan, why don't you take it and listen to it and read it and play it, money will come in abundance. He said, how come? I said, look, that is the Narayan Shabad by Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, and wherever Narayan will be, where husband will be, wife will be there. Lakshmi is the wife of Narayan. It's a very simple thing. Get the husband first, wife will come automatically, there's no problem, then she won't leave. Otherwise there will be a cash flow problem. You have nothing to worry about it. He says, is that so easy? I say, play it. If it's so difficult, then tell me. If it's so easy, then you are solved. $5 or $6 you have to invest on your own tape. You are not to give me anything. I'm giving you this information free. He said, I never thought there is a Narayan Shabad in Sri Guru Granth Sahib. It shocked me. I said, how many times you have gone to do a Akhand Path? He said, we do it everywhere, we do it in every house. Just now Sri Guru Granth Swarup is going and I am going to be Granthi there. I said, what kind of Granthi you are? You do not know in Sri Guru Granth, Guru Arjan wrote a Shabad on Narayan, and there is not one Shabad in the whole world which has done the praise of Narayan in those words, and you cannot recite and repeat the word of your own Guru? And you're telling me you have a cash flow problem? Solve it. You guys have got everything in Sri Guru Granth. I'm just trying to explain to you that try to understand. Now, read this Sodar in English at home and compare your personal status with the status of God. You know, you all love God, and I believe you. I don't. I don't believe you. I was exactly 4-year-old when I recited Japji. I used to recite, and I used to make a comparative study with a Sodar study, read Sodar in evaluation and mark out what God has. It explained to you what God has. What is the idea of going after a God which you don't know, which you don't see, and which you cannot understand? In Sodar, right standing at the gate of God, Guru Nanak is telling you what God has. Then in the Rera Sodar, he is confirming it. Then there is another Sodar in which he reconfirms it. For God's sake, compare everything what he says in that. Write in your own hand and then evaluate your own value and then feel good or bad. That is who you belong to. Then you want to know about God? Read Sopurk in English. Find out all the faculties. And then compare those faculties in you. Then you will understand when I say, Sada Tyay jo ek lakhe, Nanak Das iya uwa teri rakhe. Then you will trust God. Then you will believe. You cannot trust God if you will not know Nanak. It's no hanky-panky, it's not hypnotism, it is not a miracle which you want, it's not a game to be played. Guru Nanak tells you and makes you believe and makes you understand what God is. That is the job of the Guru. Guru's job is not to tell you how he is, how many miracles he can create, how many times he can bring rain, how many times he can cure and heal people. You go to all these gurus, this is what they do, their public relation. They become mediums. Mediums are not guru. They predict things, they become psychics. That's not the guru. Guru is which totally confirms in you the Adpurukh, the God. And that is Sikh Dharma. And there are 5 stages of it. Guru, Guru, Satguru, Sri Guru, Vaheguru. That's why our Guru is Sri Guru Granth, our mantra is Vaheguru. If you say Har 1100 times and you correctly say Vah, Hey Guru once, everything has a little bit of speciality about it. If you say Ajuni Sahibang, you blew it. If you say Ajuni Sahibang, say the same thing, but say Ajuni Sahibang is perfect. If you say Vah Guru, you blew it. If you say Vah, Hey Guru, you made it. That's the difference. There's no much difference. Question is how you say it. Guru Nanak tell you what God is. If you do not know in the light of Nanak what God is, you cannot believe in God. You cannot trust God. Keep on loving God and hoping that you are in real love. Without understanding, love is a power, folks. I'm very misunderstood all the time, and I misunderstand you, and you should misunderstand me, and that's a very good relationship between us. I don't understand people who love what else they want. I think you love a rat. If you love a rat, Ganesha will come, because that is his walking horse. Why there has to be worry? Everything in the world has two sides to it. You love nothing and you love everything. That's all practical. But one thing is, you must start searching yourself, comparing yourself in strategy, and find out through your planning what God is, so you can trust God. Walk in the morning with trusted God, live in the morning trusting God, come home at evening trusting God, sleep at night being God. And that's what Nanak says. That is Ek Onkar. One creation, his creation, and Creator does it. Feel within you Ek Onkar, and then you will be Satgur Prasad. The Mool Mantra of Guru Granth Sahib is Ek Onkar Satgur Prasad. And the explanation of that is the Japji. And Sri Guru Granth is the explanation of the Japji. That's how it is. That's why it is Sri Guru Granth, and that's why your mantra is Vaheguru. Guru, the formula, Guru, which tells you the formula, Satguru, who gives you the Satya, power of that formula, Sri Guru, who tells you the universality of that formula, Vaheguru, who gives you the ecstasy of the formula. Everything is a formula. Formula makes easy. We used to joke in India, one is a formula, other is a Baramula, rest is all nothing. It's a hill station in Kashmir where people used to go. So we may make a joke that that's a very pleasant place, and we will say, one who knows formula knows life, one who goes to Baramula have a fun. Everything else is just a hell. So what I'm trying to explain to you, that Guru Nanak gave you every formula to be successful, to be prosperous. It is true, I am bountiful, beautiful and blissful. When I said that, it was nothing wrong. It was true. It shall always be true. You can even have prosperity in adversity, because prosperity is other side of the adversity. You need a coin, you got to grow, you got to be walking this path of life, enjoy, relax, and feel one thing which Nanak told you, Ang Sang Vaheguru. You are 10 trillion cells, there are 3 cells in each cell, you are 30 trillion cells, there is 30 trillion God dance in you. That is Shiva's dance. It continues, it never stops. It will never stop. The day it will stop, you will be gone. So long you are here, within this dance, sing the praise of the Lord, trust Him, believe Him, and feel Him, so that you can be beautiful, bountiful, and blissful. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa. Stand like that. Tumri gat mit tum hi jani, Nanak das sada qurbani. Ek Onkar Sri Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Var Sri Bhagavati Ji ki Paatshaahi 10वीं. प्रथम भगवती सिमर के गुरु नानक लई त्याय, अंगत ते गुरु अमरदास रामदास से हुई सहाय। ਅਰਜਨ ਹਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਨੂੰ ਸਿਮਰੋ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਰਾਏ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਧਿਆਈਏ ਜਿਨ ਡਿਠਿਆ ਸਭ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ। ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਿਮਰਿਏ ਕਰ ਨੌਨ ਆਵੇ ਤਾਏ। ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਣਾ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਏ, ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਣਾ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਏ। ਦਸਵੇਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਣਾ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਏ, ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਣਾ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਏ। ਦਸਾਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਜੋਤ ਪ੍ਰਤੱਖ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਆਪ ਕੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਕੀ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਕਹੀ न ਜਾਏ। ਧਿਆਨ ਤਰ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਚਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ, ਪੰਜ ਪਿਆਰੇ, 40 ਮੁਕਤੇ, ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ, ਮੁਰੀਦਾਂ, ਹੱਠੀਆਂ, ਜੱਪੀਆਂ, ਤਪੀਆਂ, ਸਿੱਧਗਵਾਨਾਂ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਿਆ, ਵੰਡ ਛਕਿਆ, ਧਰਮ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸੀਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ, ਬੰਦ ਬੰਦ ਕਟਵਾਏ, ਪੁੱਠੀਆਂ ਖੱਲਾਂ ਲੁਹਾਈਆਂ, ਸੀਨੀ ਕੀਤੀ, ਤੇਰੇ ਪਾਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੰਨਿਆ। ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਤਰ ਬੋਲੋ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸਤਨਾਮ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਮਾਈਆਂ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਖਨੀ ਖਨੀ ਟਿੱਕੀ, ਪਿਆਲੇ ਪਿਆਲੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਤੇ ਸਵਾ ਸਵਾ ਮਣ ਪੀਸਣ ਪੀਸਿਆ, ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਟੁਕੜੇ ਕਰਵਾ, ਹਾਰ ਬਣਵਾ, ਕਲਾਂ ਚ ਪਵਾਏ, ਨੇਜ਼ਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਟੰਗਵਾਏ, ਸੀਨੀ ਉਚਰੀਆਂ, ਤੇਰੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੰਨਿਆ। ਤਿਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਤਰ ਬੋਲੋ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸਤਨਾਮ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਮੌਜੂਦਾ ਦੌਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਟਾਇਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਬੰਨ ਕੇ ਜਿੰਦੇ ਫੂਕ ਦਿੱਤੇ, ਘਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਬੈਠੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗਾਂ ਲਾਈਆਂ। ਤੇਰੇ ਦਰ ਕਰ ਖਾਤਰ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜਾਨਾਂ ਤਲੀ ਤੇ ਕਮਾ ਗਏ। ਤੇਰੇ ਗੁਰਧਾਮਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਾਤਰ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਤੇਰੀ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀ ਦੇ ਨਿਛਾਵਰ ਕੀਤਾ। ਮਿਹਰਬਾਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ, ਅਕਹਿ ਤੇ ਸਕਹਿ ਕਛ ਸਹਾਰ ਦੇ, ਸਿੱਖੀ ਸਿੱਧ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਸਵਾਸਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਭਾਇਆ। ਆਪਣੀ ਮਰਤ ਭੂਮੀ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਬੇਅੰਤ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋ ਗਏ। ਦਿਨਾਂ ਅਨੇਕ ਸਭੂ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਤਰ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸਤਨਾਮ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾਨ, ਨਾਮਦਾਨ, ਰਹਿਤਦਾਨ, ਕੇਸਦਾਨ, ਵਿਵੇਕਦਾਨ, वसादान, दाना सिरदान, श्री अमृतसर साहिब के दर्शन स्नान, चौकियाँ, झंडे बूंगे, जुगो जुगो टल, धर्म का जायकार, श्री साहब जी सहाय। खालसा जी दे बोल बोले मन नीवा मत उच्ची, मत पत कर आखा, पकाल पुरख वाहिगुरु। पंथ दे सदा सहाय दतार जी, प्रतख गुरु सिर ते हथ रखो। अपने प्यारे खालसा जी नूं फतेह बख्शो। रखे रखनहार आप वारियन, गुर की पैरी पाए काश सवारियन। हो आप दयाल मनो न विसारियन, साध जिना के संग भवजल तारियन। साकत निंदक दुष्ट खिणमाए बधारियन, तिस साहेब की टेक नानक मने मात। जित सिमरत सुख होए सगले दुख जात, तिस साहेब की टेक नानक मने मात। जित सिमरत सुख होए सगले दुख जाए। मेहरबान सतगुरु, पराहार सतगुरु, साकार सतगुरु, अकाल सतगुरु, पराकाल सतगुरु। मेहरबान सतगुरु, आप कृपा करो, अपनी प्यारी संगत दी आई हाजरी कबूल करनी जी। सिर ते हथ रखना, मनोकामनियां पूरियां करनियां। मेहरबान सतगुरु, सिੱਖੀ सिदक भरोसा बख्शो। ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਵੇਲੇ ਦਾ ਜਾਗਣਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ, ਸੇਵਾ ਤੇ ਸਾਧਨਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ। ਆਪ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਕਮਾਈਆਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਹਜ਼ੂਰ ਤੁਲਫੁਲ ਭੇਟਾ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੈ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰਨੀ। ਆਪ ਦੀ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਕੜਾ ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਦ ਦੀ ਦੇਗ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਭੋਗ ਲੱਗੇ ਸੀਤ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਵਰਤੇ। ਜੋ ਜੀ ਸਕੇ ਪ੍ਰਤੱਖ ਗੁਰੂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਪਿਆਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਜਪੇ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਸਮਰੱਥ ਹੋ, ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੋ, ਮਨੋਕਾਮਨਾ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਕਰੋ, ਆਪਣੀ ਚਰਨੀ ਲਾਓ, ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ। ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ, ਤੇਰੇ ਪਾਣੇ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਕਾ ਭਲਾ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਆਗਿਆ ਭਈ ਅਕਾਲ ਕੀ, ਤਵੀ ਚਲਾਇਓ ਪੰਥਾ। ਸਭ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਕੋ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰੂ ਮਾਨਿਓ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ। ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਜੀ ਮਾਨਿਓ, ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਗੁਰਾਂ ਕੀ ਦੇ। ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕੋ ਮਿਲ ਬੋਝਣੈ, ਕੋ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਲੈ। ਰਾਜ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਆਕੀ ਰਹੇ ਨ ਕੋਇ। ਖਾਰ ਹੋਏ ਸਭ ਮਿਲेंगे, ਬਚੇ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਜੋ ਹੋਏ। ਰਾਜ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਆਕੀ ਰਹੇ ਨ ਕੋਇ। ਖਾਰ ਹੋਏ ਸਭ ਮਿਲेंगे, ਬਚੇ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਜੋ ਹੋਏ। ਬੋਲੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Next Sunday,
ਜਨਮ ਜਨਮ ਦੀ ਕੱਟੀਏ, ਤੁਧ ਡਿਠੇ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ। ਮਲ ਜਨਮ ਜਨਮ ਦੀ ਕੱਟੀਏ, ਸੋਰਠ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾ। ਗੁਰਪੂਰੈ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤਾਰੀ, ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪੂਰੀ ਲੋਚ ਹਮਾਰੀ। ਕਰ ਇਸਨਾਨ ਗ੍ਰਹਿ ਆਏ, ਆਨੰਦ ਮੰਗਲ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਏ। ਗੁਰਪੂਰੈ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤਾਰੀ, ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪੂਰੀ ਲੋਚ ਹਮਾਰੀ। ਕਰ ਇਸਨਾਨ ਗ੍ਰਹਿ ਆਏ, ਆਨੰਦ ਮੰਗਲ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਏ। ਸੰਤੋ ਰਾਮ ਨਾਮ ਨਿਸਤਰੀਐ, ਊਠਤ ਬੈਠਤ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਧਿਆਈਐ। ਅਨ ਦਿਨ ਸੁਕਿਰਤ ਕਰੀਏ ਰਹਾਓ, ਸੰਤ ਕਾ ਮਾਰਗ ਧਰਮ ਕੀ ਪੌੜੀ। ਕੋ ਵਡ ਪਾਗੀ ਪਾਏ, ਕੋਟ ਜਨਮ ਕੇ ਕਿਲ ਵਿਖ ਨਾਸੇ। ਹਰ ਚਰਨੀ ਚਿਤ ਲਾਏ, ਉਸਤਤ ਕਰੋ ਸਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਪਣੇ। ਜਿਨ ਪੂਰੀ ਕਲ ਰਾਖੀ, ਜੀ ਜੰਤ ਸਭ ਪੈ ਪਵਿੱਤਰਾ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਸਚ ਸਾਖੀ, ਬਿਘਨ ਵਿਨਾਸ਼ਨ ਸਭ ਦੁਖ ਨਾਸ਼ਨ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਨਾਮ ਦ੍ਰਿੜਾਇਆ, ਖੋਏ ਪਾਪ ਪੈ ਸਭ ਪਾਵਨ। ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਖ ਕਰ ਆਇਆ, ਬਿਘਨ ਵਿਨਾਸ਼ਨ ਸਭ ਦੁਖ ਨਾਸ਼ਨ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਨਾਮ ਦ੍ਰਿੜਾਇਆ, ਖੋਏ ਪਾਪ ਪੈ ਸਭ ਪਾਵਨ। ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਖ ਕਰ ਆਇਆ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Sorat, fifth channel of truth. The perfect Guru has taken pity on me, and the Lord has fulfilled my desire. The perfect Guru has taken pity on me, and the Lord has fulfilled my desire. After bathing, I returned home and attained happiness, pleasure, and peace. O saints, through the Lord's name, the mortal is saved. Standing and sitting, meditate thou on the Lord God, and night and day do thou good deeds. Pause. The saint's way is the ladder of piety. Hardly any very lucky one obtains it. The sins of millions of births are washed off by fixing attention on the Lord's feet. Ever sing thou the praise of thy Lord, who possesses perfect might. Hearing the Sadguru's true instructions, all the men and other creatures are made pure. The true Guru has implanted within me the name, the dispeller of obstruction and the destroyer of all pain. All my sins are erased, I am made pure and have come back to the home of bliss, O slave Nanak. The true Guru has implanted within me the name, the dispeller of obstruction and the destroyer of all pain. All my sins are erased and I am made pure, and I have come back to the home of bliss, O slave Nanak. Waheguru Ji.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਸਭ ਸਿਕਨਾ ਕੋ ਕਮਾਏ ਸਭ ਸਿਕਨਾ ਕੋ ਕਮਾਏ ਸਭ ਸਿਕਨਾ ਕੋ ਕਮਾਏ ਗੁਰਮਾਨਿਓ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਸਤ ਸਿਰੀ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਿਰੀ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਆਤਮਾ ਸਿਰੀ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਸਤ ਸਿਰੀ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਿਰੀ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਆਤਮਾ ਸਿਰੀ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ
Requested in future you must bring your children and train them how to attend Gurdwara in the technology and methodology. And I'm asking my Taurus to work it all out. Yeah, she's making faces, but this is what we want. And our children must stand with the ardas, and when the Guru leaves for the house, children must go in procession with the Guru singing, and that will be Kirtan Singh's responsibility. Is that understood? And next Sunday we will have to have a langar which will be mostly of sweets. In honoring the demise of Dr. Suram Singh's mother in our abode in Hammonds, we have to celebrate it, and we are choosing to do next Sunday. And we'll prepare a very special langar with a lot of sweet. What is sweet tooth? Huh? She didn't want to just do prayer for release. She said, I'm already released, all of it want a celebration, so we will do it. So this sweet tooth great mother has wants to Sangat to eat lot of sweets. So we know we don't believe in sugar and we don't want it. But to please the mother, we have to do everything now. And next Sunday, I will like all the children to come specially. And and also I have ordered our factory to send us the granola, so all our children will get granola, so in the morning they can have a healthy breakfast, and that's our gift. Because you are feeding them junk, and one child told me, I do not like junk, but my Mataji tells me this is it, and what should I do? So I have asked factory to send us granolas, and they should be distributed, and this children department responsibility is with somebody who's standing and she has a brown hair and a red face, and you know what I'm referring to? Huh? There's a person who teaches in the school, you know the name? You know her? That's what we are going to do. And we are going to take special responsibility towards that. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਰਾਮ